Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you Season 2 of What the Dice. This season, Shadowrun. So, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you meet our runners.
Hey guys, I'm Nightland, and I play Sparkles, the party girl who always comes in with a bang.
I'm Ethan, I play Cypher, our troll street Sam, and yes, those are my horns, and yes, I am happy to see you.
Hi, I'm Jared, and I play Dexter, and you can put your hand in my pocket anytime.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language, sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
We stay hidden, unmoving in the bushes underneath Simon's apartment window. We don't want to give that elven woman a chance to see us, and we're not entirely sure if she saw us or not, so we're being extra careful. We don't need to be a mage or have any type of x-ray vision or anything like that to know when we are in a precarious situation, so we keep still and just bide our time. We're actually able to hear some of the conversation between her and Simon, talking about some Renraku party that they are going to be going to at the end of the week. Not entirely sure why or what the party's about, but it's something. As we give ourselves a moment, we lean back, exhaling, and our earpiece of our comm begins to give off that familiar static. Hoy, 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 chummers! How's it going out there in Niratova? So, Eddie is on the main road, highwaying it from city to city, learning the truths about what's really going on there. Right now, I'm cutting through a couple of no-man land highways, making it towards the next big city I'm headed to. But, I ain't telling you which one. You'll have to figure that out. Let's just say I'm, heading north. You'll never figure it out. Anyway, so, our runner friends. 1, they're working for Horizon. 2, there's a whole lot of dreck going on with this Bella Acid chick, and they're like getting involved but not getting involved. You got Sparkle that's like, we ain't getting paid for it, and then we got P. Dexter who's like, I wonder how she's doing. I'm gonna go check on her and not check a floor to make sure that whatever Maxie disappeared to is there. But what they're trying to find is a script, a handwritten, honest to goodness paper script. Now I'm pretty sure Horizon's kind of got that like paper script. That way they can sell it later for buku bucks. But who knows with Horizon? But their task at hand, trying to figure out who the frack has that script, or where the frack is. Where they're at right now, just following Maxie. That's it. They haven't learned anything. Well, they've learned some things, but nothing useful. Maybe. Who knows? So, wonder what they're gonna get into now. Wonder if they'll find it. Wonder if it's actually a good script. Who knows? The camera quickly pans across the bright lights and neon of the Prisma Gem. We see people walking the streets. We see people dancing on the corner as strobe lights bounce around and music thumps in the distance. The camera slowly pans to a solitary van sitting across the street from a older business center. 4 stories tall with an attached parking garage, a simple sign out front that just says agency. And as we pan, we see the runners as P. Dexter steps into the van.
Sparkles is gonna spin around as soon as he gets in, waits for that latch of the thunk door shut, and be like, "So, what'd you find out? Where'd he go?"
Spill the beans, man.
I lost him.
Not the answer I was expecting, but okay.
It was weird. They vanished. I didn't get a chance to check the top floor.
Yeah, but isn't that like Bella Acid's floor or like the pop star floor or whatever?
I must have missed the fact that there was a 4th floor. Because the pop star level is the 3rd floor, and that's where I went to talk to Bella Acid. I didn't know if these people were watching me on camera or not.
Yeah,
They were kind of shifty in the lobby.
Yeah?
Yeah, something's up, because I asked about Bella Acid, and she was kind of shifty in the lobby. The receptionist didn't know who I was. I had to finesse my way in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, new staff. Was it the same person that was here when we came here earlier?
I don't remember. But anyways, I got up to Bella Acid's floor, and I talked to her. And this is the really weird part. Not that I couldn't find the other people. She barely remembers us.
What do you mean, barely remembers us?
Most of everything's a blank for her. She remembers riding in the van, and she didn't feel very good. The wound on her leg, she said she knocked it on a table or fell on stage or some bogus.
That's a hell of a table.
Right. I mean,
Well,
I believed her. I
Yeah?
believed her. Yeah, she had no idea. So, man, compartmentalizing that much PTSD that quickly is,
Insane.
yeah, not possible. So, something's up.
Well, the Johnson on our first phone call, I thought, made that comment of like, "Oh, we'll take care of her."
But scrubbed her brain so she doesn't remember any of it.
I mean, it's Horizon.
I just want to get my money and get out of here and take whatever job they got next. And
Yeah.
we don't get paid for this.
You're right. This ain't the job. This ain't the job. Yet let's just nope on out of figuring this mystery out.
Yeah, last thing I want is our brains getting scrubbed in the process.
Guys, excuse me. When did I become the sensible one?
Right?
Yeah.
That's your job, Cypher. You're the dad of the group.
Don't make me come back to the back of that van.
Actually,
Eh?
yeah. It's looking like a big pile of dreck, and I don't want to step in it.
Yeah, frag this, man. Like, above our pay grade, not our mission. Like, let's just focus on, like, following this Maxon guy around and getting that script.
I mean, part of
Right.
the problem is I thought we had to go into the building anyway to deal with it.
No, not this building. We were just following Maxon, so he's still in this building somewhere, not unless there's, like, a back door.
You said that they took the effort to make everything like the real world in their Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you looked at the Matrix, you would see the 4th floor. Wouldn't you see the access point up to it?
I mean, I'm sure it's the elevator.
Well, yeah, that's how we got up there. It's just a matter of, like, was he on the ground floor and, like, left out the back? Because, like, that's where he parked his personal car or something instead of being chauffeured around. I don't know, like, or he's still in the building somewhere. So we
I
can
would
just
say
camp out here, see if he leaves.
Yeah. Stake the place out.
Yeah. I mean, we got this awesome van. Somebody, we can do shifts and sleep, right?
That's why we got it. Mobile home.
Damn straight. And I got all the pillows and blankets. Now who's questioning my logic?
Did you say pills and blankets or pillows and blankets?
I'm pretty sure she said pills.
I said pillows, but both is accurate. I did pick up some, like, thought I picked up painkillers. There's at least alcohol.
Oh, okay. Well, a little nightcap, and I'm out in 30 seconds. I don't have any trouble sleeping.
All right, so let's, leave it parked here? Camp out?
Sure. I guess start laying these seats down, get comfy. We're gonna be here a while.
Do we want to, like, leave somebody here on the corner or order in some tacos?
How about some nachos?
That's a good idea. We should
If we're going to camp out, we better go get some snacks.
Yeah. So we should leave someone here.
Sparkles is going to look out the window and see what's around.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. I got 4 hits.
With 4 hits, as you look around, you see, there's actually a couple of similar style vans in the area. So you're not super conspicuous. It looks like they use these particular vans as party vans throughout Prisma Gem. A lot of them are fairly nondescript. Some of them you can tell they're being used because there's bright lights and flashing colors and the constant thump of a bass as they drive by. You peer around and down the corner, there's a Soy Bucks, and then there's a Stuffer Shack. You do see a couple of brightly dressed guys hanging out on a street corner next to what looks like a crosswalk. And then you just see the constant flow that is almost always in this area. The lights in the city are slightly dimmer than normal because it is nighttime, but it is still very bright out. It seems as if most of these homes and buildings probably have some kind of light filter so that you can actually sleep if you so choose in the city that never sleeps.
All right. Does the Soy Bucks have a good vantage point? Like if I sat in like a chair in the window and sipped some coffee, I had clear line of sight to this door?
To this door, if you sat outside like in the little
table area?
Yeah, you would have a pretty decent view. It wouldn't be a straight-on view. It would be you're on the same street line. But you would be far enough away that you would be nondescript because it's a frackin' Soy Bucks. It's also full.
Right. Well, my thing is having line of sight to see if Maxon comes out that door.
Yeah, you would have line of sight.
Okay. Sparkles, after, spotting that, goes, so how about I go camp at the Soy Bucks, keep an eye for Maxon while you guys go and hit the Stuffer Shack, get some snacks, get some easy chow, and then we meet back up and camp in the van and park across the street and watch.
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right, cool. Well, then I'm going to hop out and go get some Soy Bucks, and you guys go to the Stuffer Shack and pick us up some snacks for the night.
Okay, so the party is going to do another split.
Only small and temporary.
All right, so Sparkles, how are you going to have your armor lit up now?
Oh, she knows better. It is just black on black on black. It is not lit.
Okay. And I need you to roll. Let's go edge.
2 hits.
With 2 hits, you decide, instead of going down to the crosswalk, you decide to just go ahead and jaywalk and cut across early, making it over to the Soy Bucks with ease. As you glance over, you notice that these guys that are hanging out by this crosswalk, they're dressed in all the same colors. They have this same kind of punk attitude. They keep calling out people as they pass. Part of you goes, they're either a bunch of punk kids trying to act like they're tough, or they're a small-time gang. But you are in Prisma Gem, and there is one other option, and that is a Prisma Gem gang that is probably trying to make their fame in the show dance fights.
I'm assuming there's a lot of people just making a wide berth around them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them as well. It doesn't really make sense though for them to be all one person, yo, But she's just gonna get a quick coffee, a large, and then find a good place to just kind of sit and camp or lean against the wall if it's there's no sitting areas, and keep a nice eye out.
Okay.
For Maxon while she waits for the boys to come back with snacks.
All right. So, P. Dexter and Cypher. What would you guys like to do? Do you want to go to the Stuffer Shack? Do you want to find a walls and stuff? What's your plan? What do you want to do to buy supplies?
Stuffer Shack sounds like the best option.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Stuffer Shack does sound like the best option.
Does our van have like a little microwave or like a electric kettle?
So in the sixth world, thanks to innovations through heating technology, and because it's the sixth world, and, you know, as technology has found the miracles of insta-heat food, some food comes in with these little packets that you basically break open and they instant heat. They're basically like little heater packs that are one-time use.
Oh, so it warms up your food. So you don't need a microwave or... Oh, cool.
Right. Now, those are the cheap of the cheap, and a lot of times, you know, it gets it to room temp. So if you've got noodles, it might make it to where the noodles are soft enough to eat, but they're a little on the al dente side.
Okay.
It sounds like those things would be absolutely infuriating.
Oh, welcome to the sixth world. But you also haven't retrofitted your van yet, so you don't have a microwave, you don't have a power converter. You might look out and there might be a power converter from when this was still owned by whatever sports team owned it prior to you, but you all haven't actually sat down and taken this van apart to the point where you know exactly everything that's there.
Yeah, we just ripped out the carpet.
But you have comfortable bench seats, so
Yeah.
that's a plus.
True.
To the Stuffer Shack,
To the Stuffer Shack.
does anyone want to roll me their edge?
No, I don't.
Okay, then I guess Cypher's rolling his
Cypher?
edge.
He was trying to get us, Cypher.
Thank you for failing. You made my GM heart proud.
You're welcome.
As you were walking down the street, be it bad luck, not paying attention to the world around you, or just you look like easy targets, two guys walk up to you. They are dressed in neon greens and neon yellows. They have these tacky shades, the ones that have the slits where you really can't see through them. Their hair is spiked up with little strips of LEDs in them so that they have this strange pulse. One of them starts to kind of do this shimmy dance towards you as he walks up. Yo dog, you in my tub. Come on, let's go. Let's throw down.
I'm gonna stop and look at the troll.
Cypher's just gonna put his hand on his forehead like, really, guys?
This human is making enough of a scene to get some passerby's attention. You definitely see a couple of comm links pop up and start recording as the other ganger reaches over and pushes a small button on the crosswalk. A drone pops out of the top, and a holographic image of a man wearing a very, very cliche ref uniform appears.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You said the soy bucks and the Stuffer Shack were close to one another. Do I see this?
You absolutely see this.
Ah, shit.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Dexter or Cypher, do you want to do anything before anything else happens?
I'm gonna lean over to Cypher and whisper, "What the fuck is going on?"
I think these idiots are trying to challenge us to something like a... Wait. They're challenging us to something. I'm not sure what.
It's either dancing or having sex. I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm not inclined to either, so...
The ref's voice comes across the speaker built into the drone.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Prisma Gem City, we have a challenge for dance fight.
The ref turns to Cypher and P. Dexter.
Are you two going to accept this fight, or you gonna hang your heads down and walk away?
Which sparkles at this point on sub vocal going, You guys okay over there? Am I staying here and keeping an eye on the door or coming to you?
You respond back on subvocal. Well, I just apparently got us challenged to a dance-off.
Can we shoot these people?
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Not a good idea. It's kind of like shooting somebody in the Golden City.
What is going on right now?
It's a dance fight, so instead, the gangs here don't fight with fists, guns, or knives. They prance around, and whoever looks better dancing wins.
I don't want to do that.
Walk away. Bow your head and walk away.
Oh, very well.
You're gonna get booed and shamed and mocked as you do, but if you don't fucking care, walk away.
Yeah, I don't care. Cypher?
I'm walking away, but I ain't walking with my head down.
No, God, no.
I didn't mean literally bow your head. I meant figuratively.
You dig this stuff, don't you, Sparkles?
Why do you think I took off all of my neons? I don't want to get in no dance-off.
I don't wear neon.
Neither do I.
Yeah, well, if I had my neon on, I'd be a walking billboard for challenging.
Well, be a walking billboard for challenging then?
What, you want me to come over there and take over?
I don't know, can you dance?
I mean, I could cross the street and, let you guys, jump out. But you just walk away. Not unless you want to see me do a dance-off.
He'll mute his sub-vocal for a moment, look over at P. Dexter. I don't know, how funny do you think this will be?
Scale of 1 to 100, still at least 200 plus. Yes.
If we get her to dance?
Absolutely. Please record this. Back to subvocal. Sparkles, we're gonna need you. I need to see this dance fight.
Okay, but that means you guys gotta be involved too. It's not a one-on-one. Not unless you're like, I have a...
Dexter will start stretching in the street a little bit like, alright, how limber do I need to be for this? What are we doing?
You're literally just trying to make yourself look better than them?
I can stand here and do that. Look at these clowns.
I mean, yeah, you could also do that too. You're just pulling a move and making them look stupid if you can't. Oh, all right. She's crossing the street.
Yeah, you guys do the dancing. I'm gonna sit here and cheer you on.
You're gonna have to tell him that you're having me come over and that we're a part of the posse together because there's 2 of them and 3 of us.
Do we have a name?
No, we never gave ourselves a name. Come up with one.
This is a huge oversight.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely not. You come up with one.
As Sparkles walks over, the ref glances over at her and, lets her walk in and is still waiting for what you are planning on doing. He looks at the other 2 gangers who are stretching and limbering themselves up as he looks back at you.
Well, are you gonna be doing this dance-off, or are you just gonna walk away and be shamed by all?
Because, this means people are going to recognize us if we do this.
I think we're gonna get recognized anyway unless someone wants to hack that drone and shut it off.
Yeah, good luck. This is on every street corner. All right, fine. Sparkles is going to come in with, that classic, stretching one arm over across the chest, stretching another one, and then just lights herself up full colors. And be like, you accept a group of 3 against your 2? Do you know what you got?
The ganger that hit the button, you see him pop out his comlink, dial a couple of quick numbers, and after a moment, another ganger comes from the Stuffer Shack.
Wow, it's like cockroaches.
Yeah, it really is.
Isn't it just easier for me to hit him?
If we
No.
lose, hit him.
So you have a human, a dwarf, and an elf.
Did they all walk into a bar?
Ba-dunch.
Hee hee hee.
All right. So, as the third one joins, the ref looks, seeing that you are all accepting. He turns to the challenge, the ones that hit the button,
The Neon Snakes verse.
and he turns to you, waiting for a name.
Okay, Sparkles, come on, razzle dazzle us.
Call ourselves like the Three Devils.
Oh no, I'm gonna lean forward and whisper in your ear. Demon Monkey Squad.
On sub-vocal, I hate you
Say it.
much right now.
Did you just say Demon Monkey Squad?
Demon Monkey Squad!
The ref nods, and over his head, you see what looks like a health bar. You see on one side neon snakes with a win-to-lose ratio of 3-1. Then on the other side, you see Demon Monkey Squad with a win-lose of 0-0. As the ref leans forward, he begins to explain the rules. Now, before I go into the homebrew rules of dance fights, I have to first say this idea was entirely inspired by the drip over at No Quest for the Wicked.
Ugly rat baby forever!
So if you want to blame anyone for this idea, blame them. Thank you guys so much for this idea. How this is going to work. There are no actual dance rules in Shadowrun. Not that I have been able to find. So how it's going to work is you're going to describe what you want to do and which skill you want it to encompass. Say you want to do a backflip off of a car and land into a split, that would end up being a acrobatics with a gymnastics roll. It's going to be that kind of roll. Depending on how good or bad you roll is how good or bad you go against that person. And it will be how Shadowrun works is the more you keep, the better you get.
I'm gonna step back from Sparkles after she says that. I'm sub-vocalist. We better win.
Better step up.
Oh, it's already been brought.
The ref reaches over and reaches off the hologram for a moment. As he hits a button, all of the lights in that area flash and begin to strobe as if you were in a club.
What?
There's music that starts to pulse as the ref begins his announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's how it's gonna work. We are gonna flip a coin. Heads, the neon snakes go first. Tails, the demon monkey squad goes first. Rules are simple. Dance your heart out and show the world that you're better than this other people. First one to take out all their HP, that person wins. You run out of HP, you're out the game, you get a lose. Now remember, my friends, this is being broadcasted and recorded for all of Niratova to see. So put on those pretty little faces and dance your little hearts out.
Do you guys want odds or do you guys want evens?
Odds.
I was about to say, never tell me the odds.
God, we're just stealing everything from everyone today, aren't we?
Hell yeah! It's a good... Every gamer at some point has said that.
You do not go first. Alright, so we are going to start with this human steps up. His hair's flecking out all different colors as he begins to move and dance around, warming his body up. The ref smiles and looks over at your team. Who is going up against the human?
I'll go first. Let's get this Drek out of the way.
Alright, so as the music begins to pulse and begins to bounce around, this human starts to move around. In his hand, you see two Tomfas appear what seems like nowhere, and he is going to try to jump up and handstand on the Tomfas and walk towards you, and then flip, landing just in front of you. So he is successfully jumped up onto the Tomfas as is walking towards you, and with a depth backflip, let's see if he lands on his feet. Oh.
Don't fall.
Fall!
He lands, and it's a little bit of a stutter, but he is able to land, and he begins to do that whole, like, backing up, and he's patting his chest at you, like, come at him.
So he stuck his landing.
He stuck his... It was a sloppy stack, but he got it.
Are we allowed to boo or like?
Yes, I will allow you guys to work the crowd. It will be a charisma roll.
All right. Well, Sparkles knows this shit, so because Dexter stepped up, she's just gonna be like, "Boo! Weak sauce."
Little shaky there at the end, huh?
Hey, everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you the mid-roll. So, before I get started, I want to do our Patreon shoutouts. Lady Lumi, Ethan, and A Relic, thank you for your continued support, and we've got a new one. Manik? If I say it wrong, you can feel free to correct me on any of our social medias. I can't say it. It's cool. I'm sorry. Manic? I don't know. But thank you so much for your support here for What the Dice. Everything you give us, we put into the show to make things just a little bit better. I would love to continue to grow and expand this show. Speaking of growing and expanding, Nightland and I are working on something Patreon exclusive. It will be a monthly release kind of thing, but we are still working on the story of it. I promise I will give you more information the minute I have it. And of course, this would not be a mid-roll without a promo. And this month's promo is Resting Glitchface. They are one of my absolute favorite podcasts. I have been listening to them for as long as I have. I am all caught up with their season. It's amazing. I even got Nightland hooked onto them. So if you want to help check them out, let's catch their promo right now.
2081 has been a hell of a year for St. Louis, Missouri. An astral anomaly left a 2-mile radius around downtown a toxic hellscape, and the residents have been left to pick up the pieces, but the hits just keep on coming. At the center of it all are the Glitches, a Shadowrunning team made up of Bianca the Face, aka Eris, Val the Technomancer, aka Binary, Joe the Muscle, aka Collateral, and Jet the Sneak Thief, aka, well, Jet. Some of us are better than others at sticking to a code name. The girls attempt to navigate the criminal elements of the St. Louis streets, all while looking out for themselves, each other, and the people they love.
If you want more of the Glitches, feel free to drop into the Gamers Table Discord or check us out on the socials at Resting Glitchface. You can find us on all major podcatchers or check out our Patreon. Thanks for listening.
If you want to support them or catch their show, all the links will be down in the description as per usual. So that's it. That's all the time I have for now. I'm going to get you back to the show. Thank you so much for your continued support, both here and on the Matrix at large. And if you don't have the ability to support us financially, please tell your friends about us. Tell your enemies about us. Hell, tell your dog about us. Just get the word out. Thank you so much. And I will catch you later. May the dice gods bless your every roll. Go ahead and give me that charisma roll for both of you.
I got 3 hits.
I got 1 hit.
All right, that leaves P. Dexter. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna moonwalk towards this man. When I get to him, give a nice Michael Jackson spin kick, and then the middle finger right to his face.
Yeah.
All right, what skills would you like to use for that? I would consider like the moonwalk would be, we could consider that running.
Okay, that sounds like.
For the spin, I would do performance. I would also do another running for that. For the middle finger, I would say intimidation.
That fits. We can do
Yeah.
that.
So go ahead and give me those rolls.
No hits on the running.
Ooh.
Edge.
Yeah, that's gotta be that roll right there.
Oh,
hell yeah.
shit.
4 hits.
All right, 4 hits. So you pull off this beautiful moonwalk, sliding just ever so graciously with the beat of the music.
4 hits again on gymnastics.
With that spin, you have that perfect pirouette, spinning just on the balls of your foot.
Ooh, 1 hit with the running there. We'll burn through all my edge. Ooh, 2 hits on the middle finger.
With that quick spin, you flick him off, and there's just this timing where a pulse of red light just silhouettes across your finger just perfectly. Crowd around you begins to cheer and chant. The health bar on the neon snakes blips down 1/3 as the human gasps in horror and steps back in this dramatic flare, trying to win back the crowd even just a little bit. But it looks like the crowd's not quite against them anymore. Who wants to go next? So P. Dexter can pick a teammate to go up next.
Oh, Sparkles is going next.
All right. Well, P. Dexter takes his steps back, exiting the ring. Sparkles is going to come out with a crack of the neck and just open her arms up wide. Is she supposed to be doing her thing now or waiting to see who steps up to challenge her?
She is going to wait until someone steps up to challenge her. And it looks like the elf is stepping out. You see out of his back, he slides out 2 fan blades that are not actually blades, but a mixture of LED lights and reflective metal. He has this spin and dance before he rolls back onto his knees and stands up as his warm-up intro.
Can we heckle him?
You may heckle, yes.
Thank you.
Yep. As the ref looks between the two, his hand slowly rises to Sparkles.
Demon Monkey Squad, you guys are up first.
Is he still limbering up?
Yeah, he's kind of got this, like, shimmy to him.
I'm gonna yell, "You're not even pretty!"
I was really hoping that he would go first, but okay, because I had a thing in my head.
All right, so Sparkles, what would you like to do?
Now, we are allowed to use props, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The world is at your disposal.
There is a pole, like the light pole, right?
Yeah, there's a light pole. Well, it's the crosswalk pole, but yeah, there's a pole.
But it's Prisma Gem, so it's a nice, sleek pole. It's not like the ugly wooden poles that we have nowadays, right?
No, this thing is like, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get slapped for it later. It is basically chromed out. Like, it is mirror reflective. Like, it is supposed to look shiny.
All right, so I'm going to be pulling out my gymnastics skills on this one. Because what I was imagining her doing is taking his fan as she dances or cartwheels past something acrobatically and run up the pole and then do like one of those things where you hook your leg and you spin around upside down slowly, and she's fanning herself with his fan. The other thing that I was going to see if I could have her do is I wanted to throw down the smaller smoke bomb, not like the canister that goes and goes and goes, but a nice like little puff when she snags the fan from him, so that way when she's circling down the pole upside down in like a pretty gymnastic-y way, fanning herself with that colored smoke behind her and the LEDs.
Okay, so we would be doing a unarmed combat for you to snag the fan out of his hand. We would then do a acrobatics for your
Pole shenanery.
Pole shenanery, yep. And then we would do thrown weapons for your smoke bomb.
So probably the throwing, the smoke bomb, the unarmed combat, then
Yep.
gymnastics.
Yeah, however you want to do it. All right, let's start with that smoke bomb.
7 hits for perfect placement.
As you toss it down, there's this perfect timing of the hiss with the music, billowing out this smoke of clear or white as you start to see the god rays of the different lights that are flashing down around you, and there's this perfect sparkle of the glitter as it slowly rains down around you.
And then to fancifully snag one of his own fans as I make my way to the pole. 4 hits.
With 4 hits, you run your fingers over his hand, and in a quick and decisive snatch, you pull it out, and it flicks open as you move. As it does, the LEDs light up and the reflective panels on it catch the sparkles and the light that are already being produced from the smoke grenade.
And then she will make a fancy, quick, acrobatic climb up the pole, wrap one of her legs, hooking that pole behind her knee, drape herself upside down, and fan herself as she spins around the pole gracefully and slowly. 4 hits.
As you catch that angle just right, and you slowly slide down and slowly fan yourself, the smoke seems to billow around you just right as you fan. And as you come down onto your back on the ground, you carefully roll onto your heels and turn to face him.
And because she is a good sportsmanship, she will bow and hand him his fan back.
Okay, give me a charisma roll for that.
Can we be the hype squad?
Yep. So as you bend forward, the fan hangs out, I don't want to say limply, but just loosely so where he can grab it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys said you wanted to be hype squad?
Absolutely. I'm going to start cheering and waving my arms in the air and be like, oh my god, did you see that?
I'm going to say Cypher will follow suit on that. Just absolutely cheering, being loud, a very loud troll and cheering.
All right. Give me that charisma roll.
Just 1 hit.
1 hit.
One of their guys is going to start to try to work up the crowd and is trying to work his magic as he starts to kind of like bounce around, like trying to boo at you. That whole like, nah, man, nah. Like, just being a pain. It seems like he is able to get a handful of people on his side, but it seems like most of the crowd is still very much on Sparkle's performance side. It is the elf's turn. He is going to try to snag that fan out of your hand aggressively.
Oh, Sparkles won't flinch. It's just very loosely draped, offering it back. So he looks like a dick when he snags it.
As he snags the fan out of your hand, he flicks it behind his back as he tosses the other one up, so that they both open up in the air to reflect the light and turn on. As the fan comes down in his hand, one of them doesn't quite catch his hand like he expects it to, but he has to counter it and catches it in a reverse grip. He now begins to slowly move around, trying to use your smoke as a boost to his dance. As he does, he is going to pirouette as fast as he can to start to create a spiral of the smoke and glitter. As he comes into that perfect spin and he steps out his foot to slide to a stop, he is going to bow to you with this cockiness to him. As he bows, he waits to hear the crowd's decision. There's a murmur in the crowd for just a moment before the cheers and the jeers towards him start to ring out. There's a moment where the ref is clearly watching a screen, and all of a sudden, we see a health bar tick down 1. As the camera zooms out, we see that the neon snakes are down to 1 health bar left. That leaves Cypher and the dwarf.
Don't let us down, Cypher.
Got this. Do some like big macho move.
Don't let that dwarf punk you.
Cypher on the sub-vocals. Am I allowed to toss the dwarf?
Ugh.
No, but you can toss me around if you want to. You can use me as a prop. We're a team.
Alright, can I take a look to see what all everyone has around me in the crowd and their people?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception.
2 hits.
With 2 hits, you see a couple of people with comm links. You see the elf with his fan blades are still kind of in his hand. The dwarf looks like he's got something on his back. It's covered in like his covered by a piece of tarp. You have the human that had the Tompas, and then you have whatever your team has on them, and then your team themselves. You also have like a couple of like parked cars in the area. It looks like whenever these dance fights happen, this section of road actually gets shut down.
Gotcha.
So if there are any parked cars or anything in the area, they're kind of stuck there until the dance fight's over.
And I can't identify what that dwarf has on his back.
No, it's covered up in like a tarp. The other thing is you can't shoot them, but you can shoot things around them.
Yeah, I was also thinking probably not trying to incur a ton of damage to the city and get fined for it.
Yeah.
That and the only gun I have on me I think that would be feasibly accessible would be the Warhawk, and I'm pretty sure people are going to get really upset if I pull a Warhawk out.
Maybe. But you don't know. I think Sparkles is the only one that's actually watched the dance fights, so...
No, Dexter was the one who was actually kind of watching them.
He found it on the Matrix, because that's when he made the comment of, oh, what the dreck is this crap? Alright, so, first up, what are you doing?
I'm going to run up, slide to the guy, and then bow to him. Respectfully.
Let's start with that running.
4 hits.
With 4 hits, you run up and you slide, and you get that perfect distance to where when you bow, all he sees are the tips of your horns. So you get that nice low bow.
I'm going to start doing a bunch of really just flashy martial arts moves in front of him.
All right, let's do that unarmed combat.
3 hits.
With those 3 hits, you begin to do the basics of the, swing, and you make sure your swings go over his head or just next to him, just barely whiffing him with each movement. What is the next thing you'd like to do?
Do a kind of a rollback and do a flip and then land with my arms crossed.
All right, with that rollback, let's start with that unarmed combat, and then for the flip, we'll do gymnastics.
3 hits again.
All right, that is a beautiful rollback, rolling back just on one hand and shifting to where you land in that perfect position to launch yourself into that backflip. Let's get that gymnastics roll.
I'm going to spend an edge on that one.
Go for it. With those 5 hits, you roll back, do that perfect backflip, and land in that perfect T-pose. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's enough.
This guy is going to... He's going to start with trying to mock your bow. As he bows forward, you hear the clink of something on his back as he reaches back and pulls this tarp off of his back, producing a strange backpack that folds out, and you see mirrors that open up so you can see him in different angles. And he is going to begin to do similar martial arts, but more in that like capoeira style breakdancing. So that way you see these angles from all different sides as the lights that are going off are flashing on that mirror. As the crowd seems to be enamored by this, he's going to end with a quick fold into the mirrors and try to reflect the light off so he can seem to disappear in front of everyone. As he turns to grab the mirror, he catches it wrong, and one side seems to shatter as he slips and falls. There is a chuckle going through the crowd as one of his friends tries to get the people on his side by trying to play it up like that is what he was supposed to do.
Sparkles is gonna heckle out, being like, "Boo! Your mirrors are fancier than your moves, and you just broke it."
His buddy just critically glitched. As he goes to start to try to hype up the crowd for them, he looks back and just starts to laugh.
His own people are laughing at him.
There's a moment of silence as the ref looks off to the side watching something that you guys don't see, as all of a sudden the lights slowly fade, and then the lights underneath you 3 light up as the ref slowly stands straight back up,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our winners, the Demon Monkey Squad. Let's give them a hand.
Sparkles is gonna just step forward, raise her arms in that victorious thing, and let her LEDs flash in multiple colors.
Dexter's just gonna step up and bow in her glow, flashy LEDs.
Cypher will step up, he'll bow, and then he's gonna pick Sparkles up so she's even higher up for them to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, when Cypher picks up Sparkles and she'll stand up on one of his shoulders and have that, like, arms out victory, but on sub-vocal goes very slowly spin around.
Will very slowly spin around.
And then P. Dexter strike a super, like, fancy, proud move in front of us.
No, it's gonna be the old school, like, Pokemon peace sign.
Yeah.
Wink. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
As you are all striking this pose and the cameras around you, the comlinks start to get put away as the colors, the electricity in the air fade away, there's a beep on your comlinks as all of you have been registered into dance fights. You see on your ticket 1 win, 0 losses, and the tag of Demon Monkey Squad as a gang name. The other gang, begrudgingly accepts the lose and head nod as they just kind of walk off.
Boo! Boo!
The drone that is projecting the ref powers down the holographic projector and flies and then returns to its hidden storage place inside the crosswalk.
Sparkles will climb down off of Cypher and on sub-vocal go, now, let's just hope that Maxon hasn't left while we were busy.
Who'd like to roll me their edge?
2 hits.
With 2 hits, you actually see Maxon is outside smoking a cigarette.
Sub-vocal, dude, Maxon's outside smoking a cigarette. Eyes on him.
I will look to where she pointed.
You just see him standing outside this agency and he's smoking. You don't see his assistant with him though. He's just seeming to be just leaning against the building, enjoying a nice, calming cigarette.
She goes, how about this? Let's walk back across the street to the Soy Bucks. You guys hang out outside. I'll go in and get us all coffee, and you keep an eye on him.
I didn't do so well last time.
What, crossing the street?
Keeping an eye on him.
Well, that's why you have Cypher with you.
Great.
Okay, fine. You go in and get coffees. I'll stand outside and watch them.
I'm just gonna stay here because last time I tried to go anywhere, I got us pulled into a damn dance fight.
Good idea.
Okay, so you guys aren't crossing the street to the Soy Bucks?
I am. I'll start heading that way.
Okay. But she'll have whoever, whether it's Dexter or Cypher, go in and get some coffee for them while they stay out. She's going to stay outside and keep an eye on Maxon.
Just sub-vocal me the order when I'm
Sounds good.
ordering. Alright, I'll go into the Soy Bucks and order some coffee.
Yeah,
Right.
she's not getting anything fancy this time. She's just, coffee.
P. Dexter, please roll me your edge.
None.
All right, you order the coffee. You have no issues. Get in, get out, get across the street. Maxon is still standing out there enjoying his coffee. Or not his coffee. Maxon is still standing outside just enjoying his cigarette.
Alright, I'll rejoin the group and hand out coffee.
All right, she'll hang out with her group, looking like they're chit-chatting and enjoying coffee while keeping an eye on Maxon, see if he goes back inside or goes somewhere.
To kind of blend in, Cypher will just go back. So, how often does this town end up having random dance-offs?
Anytime you see a group of people hanging out on a street corner, assume that it's a gang wanting to build rep or whatever.
Is it bad? I'd rather just be shot at by people.
Yeah, it's terrible. Which Sparkles is gonna go back to all her blacks. She's not gonna stay lit up.
I'm gonna try to sink into my duster further so that I don't have people trying to accost me.
Yeah.
Are you turtling?
Yeah, absolutely, if I can.
Yeah, you could prop up your collar and like kind of like pull up the duster a little bit. As you all are watching Maxon, you notice that there is a dance fight gang that passes him. This one's a little different. They are decked out in what look like gold and some LEDs. And there's about 7 of them. The one that seems to be the leader of the group that has these mechanical-looking peacock feathers in the back seems to be having the lead of the conversation. Can I please get a perception check from everyone?
4.
2.
Okay.
2.
Sparkles, you notice that Maxon reaches out and shakes his hand. Dance ganger with the peacock feathers nods. Seems to just kind of slide his hands into his jacket pocket like, just relaxing. But it seemed weird, the timing.
Okay.
It almost seemed like it was a pass-off.
Right. She's
After-
gonna keep watching and seeing if she can or cannot listen in.
Do you have cybernetic ears?
I don't think my helmet does.
It seems like they're having a lively conversation. You see Maxon laugh. You see the peacock guy laugh about something before this gang just strolls off. A moment or two later, coming out of the coffee shop, you see the secretary. She walks past you guys, over to Maxon, hands him a coffee before she pulls out her comlink and makes a quick phone call. About a minute or two later, that same limo that you guys had tailed here pulls up and they get in.
Yeah, if she sees the limo before they get in, she's gonna be like, they're on the move, guys. We gotta get to our van so we can follow them again.
All right, let's go.
Let's move.
Nonchalantly heading back to the van.
Maxon doesn't even know he is being followed, so he doesn't seem to be too concerned. As you all get into the van and follow this limo, how far back are you going to be?
Couple car lengths past. Standard following procedure.
All right, I need you to roll a driving test.
That'd be a 4.
Following him around for a couple of turns, they pull into this nice-looking club. Out front, it says T. McGee's, and we watch as Maxon walks in. There's a minute or two later before he comes out, gets into the limo, and you guys have to follow him again. After what feels like several hours of him just making almost random stops around the city, he eventually drives back to the studio where you guys had first encountered him, steps out of the limo, and walks inside. Over the last couple of hours of following him, you saw him stop at a taco shack, you saw him stop at a newsstand and pick up what looks like just a copy of the Scream sheets. You see him stop at a very fancy looking stuffer shack. And the last place you see him stop at is this vending machine that is old and decrepit and kind of in this back alley that looks like it has been robbed a couple of times. It looks like he purchased something from it.
Is it me, guys, or does this just feel like he just led us around town like he knew we were following him?
I don't know. You think so?
I mean, unless he's got some real intricate drop pickup thing going, it kind of feels that way.
Hey, Dexter.
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to, hack the vending machine and see what he bought? Or, maybe we should go down and see what's in that vending machine?
I think it's worth a look.
What the hell? Who the hell has a vending machine in an old decrepit alley anyways?
It's suspicious.
Yeah. Can you go see what he bought?
Sure.
Alright, Sparkles will keep a lookout.
As you drive up to this vending machine, it's in an alleyway, just a little way off the main little road. It's got not chain link, but it's got the metal mesh across the glass. Inside, you see sodas, chips. It's connected to the Matrix. It has an old operating system. It's hackable.
Awesome. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's roll that hacking.
2 hits.
With 2 hits, as you enter in, you see a handful of purchases. A drink here, bag of snacks there. And you begin to run back the time, looking for the timestamp when Maxon was there. It's not hard. Not many purchases were made here. And that's when you notice the purchase, he inserted in about 1,000 new yen. But he purchased something that wasn't there, that came up as vended, but nothing actually came out of the sensor. Usually the system has some kind of sensor to detect when product doesn't get dispensed. And you see for that particular item code, the sensor for if it's dispensed has been disabled by the OS.
Oh, okay. So something's clearly put there, and the sensor's disabled for it, but you can purchase it.
Right.
Okay. I'll hit the sub vocal and I'll tell them exactly what I saw. He purchased something for about 1,000 new yen, and someone's clearly tampered with this machine to dispense something here, but they've modified the machine to do so.
So, he bought something but didn't buy something?
Right. Only it was 1,000 new yen, and I don't know what it was.
Who the hell puts 1,000 new yen into a fracking vending machine? That sounds like a payoff, like, hey, this is an unsuspicious way to hand me 1,000 new yen.
I was gonna say, can you see where the money went? Because wouldn't it just all go to one place unless it was being ciphered off to another one?
Oh, I'm about to check the credit stick on this thing. Give me a sec.
Anyone have the knowledges runners or runner community or
I have runner hangouts and shadow community.
Yeah, so let's do shadow communities because this would be akin to this.
4 hits.
With 4 hits, something doesn't rub you right. Like the way it's done, and then you start to kind of get these memories, like the training that you got from Motorhead. And there's something significant about this. It's a nondescript area, a place that's constantly seen. It's easily overlooked. This is probably a dead drop.
Dexter, I think this is a dead drop.
What's being dropped here?
Yeah, I think he was dropping off the funds for something. So if we watch here, we might see him come back later and pick something up. Like, preemptively paying. Which it looked like he pocketed something with that. You guys saw that, dance-off gang that was all, black and gold or whatever with the peacock feathers when he was smoking a cigarette?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys caught it or not, and I can play it back. But it looked like when Maxon was talking to that, that dance-off gang that was all black and gold with the peacock feathers, it looked like he slipped them something. Into their hand, something small. And then he's coming over here to this, non-suspicious, suspicious vending machine. He's wheeling and dealing for things or something.
I agree.
Now the only question is, what is he wheeling and dealing? And yeah, what is he wheeling and dealing? Where can we get an eye on what's going on?
Sparkles is still looking out, making sure nobody else is coming around, and she's also kind of looking to see, is this a blind spot with cameras?
It is absolutely a blind spot for cameras.
All right. Well, no one's coming still, so if you got more hacking to do, coast is clear for now. You're in a blind spot.
All right.
So you are going to be doing a matrix. We're going to call it a matrix search, but basically what you're doing is you're searching the system's memories to see what has happened. Is the money still there? Has it been transferred out? Basically, you're looking at the code to see if there's any changes, if it was sent, if it was received, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So that's a 6. Good, buddy.
With a 6, you notice something weird about this code. As it was accepted, it looks like half of it was sent to a secure IP, and the other one was sent to a comlink number. Roll me a memory check.
All right. 3 hits.
With 3 hits, you look at the number and you've seen it a couple of times in the last couple of days. You've looked at your call log and it's been back and forth, and you realize it is Billy Reese's comm code.
Okay. All right. I'm going to subvocal the group that did the news of that. So Maxon's connected with Billy. There's a whole lot of weird interconnected nonsense going on with these guys.
Wait, Billy you mean Bella Acid's agent?
Draxon, or Drayson, or whatever Boobala's name is.
Boobala guy, who's now has 2 names?
Yeah, well, 3. Boobala is the one I know him by.
Well, yeah, but then it's also Drayson and freaking Billy Reese?
Yep.
Well, they were talking earlier, too, when we saw them. Okay, I wonder if this has anything to do with the script, or if it's, like, a totally different... Like, we just need to figure out where this guy hid the damn script. I don't care about what he's fracking around doing.
Unless what he's fracking around doing involves the script.
I know.
With that exasperated from Sparkles, we are going to call this episode here. As the camera fades in, we are still sitting underneath this stupid windowsill, waiting for this woman and Simon to either go do something else, forget that they saw anything, or anything. We are just tired of sitting here, squatted in the same position. Our legs are starting to get tired. We're starting to regret not getting cyber legs. But the time passes, and eventually we hear a conversation. It seems as if they're discussing some Renraku party that's going on this Friday, and the potential of who they're going to talk to, and things of that nature. Good bit of info if we wanted to sneak in. We give it a couple of minutes, and then we hear the front door open and the front door close. And we decide now's our chance to get to our car. With a quick jaunt down the road, we are in our car and off we go. We give out an exhale. We don't know who this woman is, but she's got connections, and it rubs us the wrong way. Eventually, we make our way outside of this area and towards the warehouse district. And as we make a turn off Main Street, that oh-so-familiar static comes across our vehicle speakers. Well, gotten a couple of clues, done a little bit more snooping, got themselves their dead drop that wasn't supposed to be them. Well, there's something going on in the city of lights and splendor. Something dirty, something underhanded. I'm starting to like this city a lot more, my friends. A whole lot more. But, yeah. Wonder what kind of track they're gonna dig up. I mean, this Maxon guy seems like he's a whole lot of trouble in a whole lot of package. But, well, who knows? Maybe it's nothing. But maybe it's something. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna be hitting the dead zone here in the no man's land. So I'm gonna have to stop the broadcast here before I lose it. Now, remember, friends, the rules are running. Stick to the shadows. Always keep your gun loaded. And never make a deal with a dragon. This is Edis Fox. I am Sonic. Ow!
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice. and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.
I'm so glad one of you failed on this.
Yeah, Dan's been biting at the bit.
It was literally all you needed was one success.
Yeah, I
And he got-
touch.
He had a failure.
That's awful.
Now you can talk your way out of these because it wasn't a glitch or a critical glitch. I will allow you guys to talk your way out of it. You just gotta.
What exactly what did we stumble into?
Dance fight.
Okay. Like,
Yeah, you saw it
okay.
on the news, or like all over, Yeah.
Yep, the TV show. But so, all right,
That's why Sparkles, when she got out of the van, went black.
all right. Can't even walk down the street without being accosted.
No, not in Prisma Gem, you can't.
Not in Prisma Gem.
God, this is not my scene.
It's kind of Sparkles.
And Sparkles watches enough TV to know to avoid these guys.
Uh-huh.